Welcome to the Fervent 4. Did you know that only 4% of businesses ever cross the annual $1 million revenue mark? Hello, I'm Zack Miller, author of Anomaly. With me today, I'm my co-host Tim Ryan, lead man at StartWheel.org. Thank you so much for joining us. The Fervent 4 is a weekly show each and every Thursday at 11 a.m. dedicated to sharing insights into growing a world-class business, no matter the climate. Now, there is this... I don't know, there's a mystique, there's this mythological, there's this creature that is among us, and it's known as NASA. And it just seems like there's this big mystery behind it where people might drive by it, they see the four letters, but they want to do business with it. There's NASA with mask, whatever it may be. I guess I need a NASA mask now. But there's so much that's kind of confusing, I think, to the business world, the outside business world about. There's so much to just the general public about NASA. You know, they see stuff going to space and that's about it. And they're like, NASA. But that's why we have Jesse Midgett here today. I got that right. I was thinking about doing it, Jay, but I didn't. He told me I could change the pronunciation of the last name if I wanted to, but I didn't. So, Jesse, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate being able to tell the NASA tech transfer story.
So I think, you know, like I was saying, a lot of people think about NASA so many different things, or maybe just the spaceship side of things. When you think of NASA, how do you kind of define it?
Well, being a Langley guy and with my roots in wind tunnels, I started at 19 years old as a wind tunnel mechanic. I go to those rusty old piping filled wind tunnel facilities, and it's a lot of very specific, somewhat obtuse grunt work to get us into the air and into space. It's not all the Chuck Yeager end of things. He's the tip of the spear, but the spear is a long thing that takes a long time to make.
How long is it? I want to jump right into the technology transfer. I mean, just like going to what Zack was talking about, in the sense of there's just this mystique, and you all have been producing and researching and perfecting all of this technology for so long. And who came up with the idea of, hey, what was the genesis of coming up with the idea of, hey, we can license this stuff out so other businesses can take advantage of the research that we've done?
There's been some federal acts, the Federal Technology Transfer Act, the Bayh-Dole Act, that say, hey, the people of the United States have paid to make these technologies, so they should be made available. So all federal agencies have some kind of technology transfer function. Our problem has been that we're just not very visible, and we're trying to do that, and the internet is helping with that. It's not so hard to find the right person to talk to anymore. Basically, technology.nasa.gov opens the door to you and gets you in through the right way that we can have our concierge direct you to the right person and get you the right technology.
Yeah, and it's a really interesting site as well. Everything is broken down into the different categories. Can you touch on some of the different categories that is, I mean, literally, if you wanted to shop for a technology or the ability to license or utilize the patents that you all have in place, what are some of the categories that you have outlined at technology.nasa.gov?
So without having it in front of me, we've got sensors, medical, structural propulsion, energy. I'm probably not getting the exact title right on some of those. We've got 15 categories, and actually many of the technologies will be in multiple categories. So you could have an aerospace sensor that will be in the sensor category and the aerospace category. I believe there are currently, and this could change multiple times a day, about 435 patents. And our patents are U.S. patents. Rarely do we go the distance for a foreign patent. Typically, if someone wants to go into a foreign country, they would have to pursue a patent there. And unless the patent is very new, that's not going to be possible. If you were to look on each and drill down to a technology on our site, and there is a patent number there, that's an issued patent. You can click on that and go up to the U.S. Patent Office site and read all the patentees language that you want. If there is no patent listed, that means it's fresh and new and probably less than 4 years old. And we're still in the process of negotiating the patent.
Those, people go there. Is it basically just Amazon for tech?
I wish it was that easy. Through the point of requesting the license, you click on a technology, you could ask for more info, you could apply for the license if you're sure you need it and you know everything about it that you need to know. Most people typically don't know. I mean, they have a write-up that shows how we think you might use it. Each of these patents was developed for a NASA purpose, and if you're going to do a commercial consumer pivot, that's going to take some additional engineering or tweaking to get that. So crossing that valley of death into a useful product from the theoretical prototype that we may have done is up to the licensee. It's never easy, but could be quite rewarding.
So NASA has. So let's walk this through as a layman. That would be me.
Sure.
Okay. So I am a businessman, and I think that I can sell anything. I decide that I want to partner with the most powerful company in the world, probably literally, really, from a power perspective, in NASA. And I go through this website, and I decide that I want to be a part of that. So I just go, am I hopping onto the patent? What am I getting if I feel like I'm the right fit? What, as a businessman, what am I looking for when I come to be interested in the whole NASA tech world?
Well, you're going to need to have a understanding of the technology that you're looking for and be able to search it out of our portfolio, or you can ask for help if you can't find it. And then you're going to need to bone up on, your market case and do a lean startup methodology in your mind, in my opinion, to see how you would get from what NASA has to what the consumer needs, so you can start generating revenue and becoming viable quickly.
It's interesting that you said lean startup methodology. That's something that I wouldn't think that a big, I'm just going to say, government agency and kind of startup-y buzzwords would be associated with each other. Is that something that's you saying that, or are they saying that? Because I mean, historically, you think of like waterfall method versus the agile kind of world. It's very interesting to hear that word. I was not anticipating that from you today.
Well, we had an effort led by Christy Funk, who is the program head for the Tech Transfer Expansion Program, as it's called now, who made an effort to educate those who were interested in taking the training at NASA on the lean startup methodology. Jeff Johnson runs the Tech Center Accelerator in Newport News. He's a Virginia Tech representative, and we're all trying to spool up the ecosystems so that people can take these technologies. So a large number of NASA personnel, even though we're not being encouraged to spin off our own businesses, are being educated on lean startup methodology via the class predominantly led by Jeff Johnson from Virginia Tech. I took it probably 3 years ago.
Are you stuck at your home office, socially distanced coffee shop, or your fancy all bricked out corner office, wondering why no one can see your business and sales are all over the place? Sounds like you need a pro. That's why I developed the Anomaly Academy. Insert clever copy here. Oh, I guess I was supposed to put something else there. Oops. You can grab access to the Anomaly Academy now at zackmillersays.com/Anomaly Academy.